Hello, PBA LBC League Bowlers. I'm Neil Stremmel, your Director of Rules and Equipment, and today I'm joined by Darren Tang. Darren, thank you for coming to join us today. In the past, you were on junior team and you've been on Team USA multiple times. I used to be involved in that team, and was very proud to have you on that team. And I know you bowled earlier this summer, and you bowled multiple times for them. For us in the past, multiple medal winner. Congratulations on that. You had another gold medal earlier this summer. Congratulations on that. I thank you for representing us, and congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Neil.
So, wanted to start out with that. Love Team USA, love the support. And but I have had a few questions from our PBA LBC League Bowlers out there, and they've asked about, they have like a couple of their two favorite balls. They pretty much probably have two balls and maybe a spare ball. And so they have their two favorite balls, and they want to figure out how to decide week in and week out, or maybe going to some of their first tournaments, like how to pick which ball to start with, and maybe that progression to go from one to the other.
Yeah, sure. So typically we have maybe a stronger solid ball and a weaker pearl ball. Let's say we're striking with both, right? I would typically lean towards the stronger ball first, because I know I'm probably going to end up with the pearl ball. So it's always nicer to have that stronger option that's going to be a little smoother, going to control the pocket a little easier, and then once that starts to go away, then I'll shift towards the pearl option. Yeah,
so especially if you're going to stay on that same pair of lanes for like a team event, or in league, when you stay on that same pair, you'll know that transition will happen because you'll be on that same pair, all night or for multiple games. A lot of times for you, whether it's Team USA or PBA, you are changing lanes every game. So that's kind of a different scenario. You're not setting the lanes up for you as the night goes on. You're gonna have to deal with something else later.
Yeah, kind of a shot in the dark there, but you just never know what you're gonna see. But when you're bowling that same pair of lanes, you can dictate what happens, so use that to your advantage.
So maybe you would start with that stronger ball first and then work your way back if you have good reaction with both. And if they're both kind of benchmark balls, I would hope that's kind of what's happening.
Yeah.
But I know you got a couple of your favorite balls here. Maybe we should go through that process for them out there, and they can see how you would look at that situation and work through that process and make your decisions.
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it. Great. All right, Darren, I'm watching you throw these two balls. I don't know if they're your favorite balls or not, but you're playing a very similar part of the lane, and you're striking with both. And I see one is longer and sharper, and the other one is more even arcing and smoother, but they're both striking. So, all right, so now the lights go on. You got to throw your first ball. How do you pick? What do you do?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I'm probably just going to elect for the solid one, the one that's going to be a little smoother. I can control the pocket a little bit better. And I like to know that I have something to go to later in the block. So for those bowlers out there that only have two bowling balls, I would probably recommend starting with the stronger one first. So you have that option to go to when the stronger one starts to get a little too strong.
Gotcha. So yeah, your strong one, it's pinned down. So again, that's logical that it's, smoother, earlier, even arcing, and the pin up, longer, a little snappier on the back. So you're saying, hey, maybe if you're doing well with both, that's, God forbid we have, good luck and we're happy with both balls. Like that's a good problem to have, right? But okay, if that's the situation for the league bowlers out there, sounds like best bet. Let's start with the stronger, even arcing one, the pin down one, and then as the league night goes on or the tournament goes on, you start seeing corner pins or through the face or something, then time to switch.
Right, yeah. And I think a lot of people fall into that, oh yeah, I'm hitting the pocket, I'm bowling good, I'm getting unlucky. But really, you're just not giving the lanes quite what they're asking for. And usually when you give the lanes what they're asking for, the pins fall down.
That's logic and common sense right there. So, yeah, so if you were at a point then when you're going to switch to the the longer, sharper ball, would you move or would you stay in that same spot?
I think I would stay in the same spot if I were bowling league. Obviously, bowling out on tour is a little bit of a different story, but
flatter,
we'll
tougher
keep it,
patterns.
Yeah, we'll keep it simple and try to reduce the number of variables. That way, if it doesn't work, you know what didn't work.
Okay, that's good. That's great advice. I hope the league bowlers out there, if you're running into that situation, I hope this helps you out, helps you go through that thought process, help you make a decision, the best decision for you, as based on Darren Tang, who's been there, done that, whether it's Team USA or PBA events. He knows. It's good advice. I appreciate it. So I hope the league bowlers out there take it as well, and I hope you continue to support our sport. Thank you very much.